visit a community that is already, the community totally is disaster, it's totally lost. Everything has been damaged, the land is damaged, even the livelihood of the people have been damaged, even the human being is damaged. Some people pack away from their houses because of oil spillage. About eight houses around that particular house, they have to pack away from them. You can't cook in your house. If you cook, it's like you are bringing fire to fuel. So you have to frame. And people are taking for granted. People are now playing politics with our life. Okay, is it because we are local people?
Fish we catch as at that time, we no more catch fish again as before. The thing reduce, we no catch as before. Maybe the OSP cause all these things, we don't know. But since the OSP affect the water, we fishermen we no more catch as before. So the thing affect us. That's why some fishermen run through there and there, some go to Cameroon. So that way, we not really go anywhere. We still remain in our country.
The thing has been affecting us badly. You know, I remember because I've been in this place for more than 25 years now. So I think I can tell a little about how oil spillage has been affecting us negatively here in Ipuno local government, precisely here in the local community of Ipuno. So it has been a problem to us. I remember back then, about 15 years ago, it happened where we call on the government to assist us. Till now, nothing like that. And during this period of years that I mentioned, there are some of us that went to see in their fishing tool, like the net. We have those this thing like look at bitumen, understand, in the net. So they brought it down, they snap it. Some people from the government came around and they saw what happened to the fishermen then. So till date, we didn't receive anything. I remember about 4 years ago, there's a particular one that happened about 4 years ago, where a particular species of fish, when you come down to this shore, you see them dying in numbers, in thousands. They do call them in our, they call it broken marriage then. So we've called on the government, we call on whoever we can call on to shout, make a cry, but to date, nothing. The thing is really affecting us here.
When you go to my shop, you will see freezers. Some they empty now. Many freezers they empty now.
Too much. It spoiled all of my net. It spoiled all of my net.
My compound had been, affected by the oil spill since Tuesday, 6th May 2025, and we have not been able to cook anything, neither to bathe or to eat or to sleep in the house. Since then, we have been discomfort, distracted. All our properties have been packed out because of the situation on the ground. The crops we got from the farm have been destroyed by this oil spill. The well we have using it in the house is no more drinkable. It has been affected. The trees, the crops,
the things we planted have been damaged by this oil.
The oil spillage is still on for more than a week plus now, and we, the people of the community, we are not comfortable. It has made so many people to desert their houses and even their lands. It spoils so many things. We can't stay. Some people have felt sick just because of this spillage. So we need the federal government and whichever enterprises that is responsible for this malicious damage and this thing, the oil spillage, to come quickly to our aid, because this might kill us.
This is a farmland. This farm might have been, this crop might have been planted for a year now. If you harvest it, you will see that what's supposed to come out will be the stem and the socket will just be oil. So all these things you are seeing planted here, after a year or so, when you harvest it, those things will be rusted out. Why? Because the oil has gone deep penetrated into the soil for over 70 years in the Niger Delta. So the challenge is that most of these farmers are on loan in order to cultivate. By the time they obtain this loan, maybe to be paid back in the next 1 year, by the time they come back here, they don't have any harvest. Already they are indebted to. That is, by the time you see them, some will think and develop hypertension, while some will die. Some will, out of fear, think of running away. But to where? You can't run away from your community. You can't run away from this type of problem. It is a recurrent event. If you talk of the fishers, it is a different story. We have experienced this for the past 15 to 18 years working in Ibano land. The people have been suffering on their own, solely on their own. When there is spill, government will collaborate with the IOCs against the community. All what they will be talking is palliative. Even when this palliative comes, it falls on the table of the politicians. You understand? So the impacted are not benefiting. You get me? And I want to tell you, oil being in Ibano land is more of a cause than a blessing to the people, because they have lost their livelihood, they have lost their ancestral connections, they have lost their land, they have seen a way that they cannot even come back to have a meaningful life compared to what their forefathers were enjoying before the advent of oil.
I have to say we have to leave that committee, B-Dere, where the oil spirit, where I took you to, and where oil spirit is happening. I have to take it from that area because it's flammable. We can't do this kind of interview there because we are all of us we are risk to that kind of flammable issue. Yeah, it's a normal to us. Many of us who are from Ogonians, this part of the Niger Delta, it's a normal incident. It's not as in those days, whenever you hear a sound, boom, it's a communication that there's an oil spill somewhere. Or you hear a distance, you see a hood of smoke coming up. It's also a signal. That's what I think will look like a sign. But today, this thing is no longer distant from us. It's something that we live in it. It's living in us too. So because the pipeline from Share, like that Trans Niger Delta pipeline, it passes through people, community, people home. You get it now? That's why that when they have their linkages, that particular one, the share when they came, whether share or the new one that the new company that share is handing over to, when they came, they thought it's sabotage, but they have to deep down deep, and if you get to that place, you see how that place look like. You check in that video, you see how it's going to look like until they discover that there is equipment failure under the pile. So that was why it took a lot of time for them to know what to do, even till now. That spill occurred on the 6th of May. Today is 15th of May. Nothing has been done. What is the significance of this oil spillage to the community, to the people, to the land, to the water we are drinking, to the air we are taking in, and to the soil that we are planting our crop on? That is what makes our ecosystem to be in danger. Our ecosystem is in danger and it's seriously crying. And when we talk about ecosystem, we are referring to those air, water, the land, the sunshine, and every plant and non-living and living organism that come together, including myself. I'm part of the ecosystem. We are now in danger. And it is a time that we need to speak in unity, in one voice, in solidarity, and demand that this thing is one that is resulting to cancer in the community, a lot of respiratory illnesses in the community, and a lot of asthma in the community, a lot of other diseases, because it weakens the body system of all of us living in that area. If you see a community that is already, the community totally is disaster, is totally lost. Everything has been damaged. The land is damaged. Even the livelihood of the people have been damaged. Even the human being is damaged. Some people back away from their houses because of oil spillage. About eight houses around that particular house, they have to pack away from them. You can't cook in your house. If you cook, it's like you are bringing fire to fuel. So you have to frame. And people are taken for granted. People are now playing politics with our life. Okay, is it because we are local people? We are human. That same right they have as in their human right is the same we also have.